1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and Jon got it going on. Mike and Jon got it going on. Mike and Jon got it going on. Mike and Jon got it going on.
Tomorrow's a big day.
Saturday?
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Well, tomorrow.
Tomorrow is
Because
Saturday.
today's Friday.
Right. Today's Friday. Tomorrow's
All right,
Saturday.
we've established that. Good.
Tomorrow's
job.
a big day. Today's
Yesterday
a big
was
day, too.
Thursday. The day after that will be Sunday.
How did that
Yeah,
happen?
all right.
Yeah, it usually runs that way. But tomorrow we are going to be emceeing the Miles for Smiles event.
Yes, for Juliana's Wishes out at Howell High School. Registration, I think, begins around 7:30, but the event gets underway at 9. And we're really looking forward to that. Great organization, fundraiser. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's what they tell us.
Well, no.
You're running, right?
We're telling them.
Oh, we're telling
It's
them.
fun because we're going to be there.
That's right. We're not going to run.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
can run.
no. Well,
but
yeah.
we're emceeing.
Well, I could
so,
run. I just,
yeah, we'll walk.
Just,
You could walk it too, I
I'll
believe.
just MC.
All right, we're going to MC. More details on that coming up.
Yes.
In the meantime, a look at Gigo News, the latest local news, brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers here on Mike and Jon Got It Going On.
All right, hold on. It's just the spacing thing. See, you got to move over, or I got to move over. See, we need. We need a director.
We can't afford a director.
Yeah, all right. Here's what's going on, other than my OCD. The owner of a Whitmore Lake gymnastics business is due back in court next week after being charged in Livingston County District Court with child accosting for immoral purposes. According to court records, 42-year-old Jermaine Martinez is due for a probable cause conference next Tuesday, August 9th, with a preliminary exam set for August 16th. The Livingston Daily reports Martinez, who owns the I Tumble gymnastics business in Whitmore Lake, claimed on a private Facebook page that the gym was closed this week due to a back injury, but he planned to reopen Monday. As of Thursday, the Facebook group was no longer visible. WDIV says Martinez turned himself into Greenock Township Police earlier this week, and he was released after posting bond on Wednesday. A source close to the investigation told the TV station the case involves a 17-year-old female gym employee who Martinez allegedly brought to a trailer he owned in Washtenaw County where the alleged abuse occurred. Martinez's attorney says his client denies the allegations, which he claims were made the day after he ended a relationship with the girl's mother. Test results from 9 surface water samples taken Wednesday downstream of the site where a toxic compound was released into the Huron River showed no detectable presence of the contaminant. That's according to the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy. The 2 tests taken Tuesday also detected no presence of the chemical hexavalent chromium. Surface water samples are taken within the first 6 to 12 inches of the surface of the water. A do not contact recommendation remains in effect, however, as continued testing along the river system and in the Wixom wastewater treatment facility took place Thursday. The company, meanwhile, that released the toxic compound has been issued a cease and desist order. A representative for the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy told the Detroit News the city of Wixom issued the notice to Tri-Bar Manufacturing's facility earlier this week. Wixom police have also opened up a criminal investigation into the circumstances that led to the release into the city's wastewater treatment system. And an official with a regional environmental group says the company responsible for that release is a bad actor, responsible for several air quality violations and linked to contaminated fertilizer sludge on farms throughout southeast Michigan. Daniel Brown is a watershed planner for the Huron River Watershed Council. He says there is tremendous outrage at Tri-Bar and that the community's anger is as palpable as he has seen in an environmental issue of this scale, saying it was another example of how Michigan's pollution laws and regulatory framework have been severely weakened through the years. Brown says the affected area basically extends from the Island Lake State Recreation Area up through Milford into the Proud Lake State Recreation Area. He says details are changing quickly, but as of now, they're expecting the hex chrome plume will render that section of the Huron River off limits to swimming and other recreation for the rest of the summer season. Brown said Tri-Bar has directly damaged the environment and the local economy of the area. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton, Brighton's preeminent jewelry store with a commitment to customer service, community involvement, honesty, professionalism, and of course, exquisite merchandise. See them today Mark and Barb Binkley pride themselves on offering something special for everyone and recognize that customer satisfaction is the sole purpose of their business. Offer a unique mix of exceptional quality jewelry and value, all in a warm and engaging environment. Stop by and see them today. They've got Simon G, Zagani, and more. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Brighton and online at cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com.
All right, hold on. I think I figured this out. I think I know what the problem is.
I got to move?
No.
You just got to move the stuff behind us.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah, this is it.
It's you know what it is? It was
Hold on.
unbalanced. Whoop, too far.
You think that's too far?
Back that thing up.
Hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. Come and sit down now.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, boy.
Let's reset. Okay, hold on.
You going to lose sleep over
Yeah,
this
see?
or what?
Centered.
Perfect, see?
This is it.
You know what it was? It's because when Cougar was here, you had to move everything around.
Well, yes. Cougar made everything move around. All right. What is wrong with me?
I don't know. Where do I begin?
Yeah, that's
We don't have that
no,
much
we
time.
do not have that much time. We have a guest to get to.
Yes, we do. Coach Jeff Minock has the Varsity Club Foundation. We met him a couple years ago on the radio, and got a big fundraiser coming up he's going to tell us about in just a couple of minutes. Not this weekend, but next.
Hello.
Good morning, Coach. It's Mike and John from Mike and John Got It Going On.
How are you this morning?
Doing well. Thanks for getting up bright and early for us. We know you have Coach Minock's Varsity Club Foundation fundraiser coming up at the Howell Eagles next weekend. So tell us a little about this.
Well, our event is all weekend, and it starts Friday morning at 9 o'clock. We have 184 golfers signed up to tee it up at 9 o'clock in the morning in Chemung Hills. And so then after that, we start our weekend event at the Eagles Club. We have a beer tent. We have 3 bands that are going to be playing, actually 4 bands. We have Paradigm Shift, which is an all-girls band. We have the Rick Keel Project, which I hear is a work in progress. Him and Paul Gates.
We're a work in progress.
I was just going to say, that sounds perfect.
Aren't we all?
Well, I think we can all relate to that.
Yes, absolutely.
But anyway, Rick Keel's putting us, him and Paul Gates are working on some stuff together, and those guys are just super talented. Then our third band is a band called Tricks. And our fourth band, who ends the set at the end of the night, is Embassy Drive with Mark Rogers, and those guys are really good. They all played last year in our event that we had out at Hawk Meadows, and it was really a great night. And the guys did a great job. Super talented musicians, and all this is a fundraiser to raise money for underprivileged kids and youth athletics and things around the county. So we're excited to pull this together, and hopefully we get a big crowd out there this Friday and Saturday night. Doors open at 6 at the beer tent, and a lot of things are going on, but a lot of things aren't benefiting kids.
Yeah, I mean, how many years have you been putting this on?
Well, you know what? This is only our 4th year of doing this. We just started this foundation. I was a football coach for 28 years. My brother Dan was a wrestling coach for about 40 years. He's a lot older than I am, by the way.
Of course, yeah.
He's a work in progress, we hear.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, we started this 4 years ago, and already we have donated $10,519 to different kids in need that needed help getting into Little League sports, and also youth organizations like Howell Baseball, Brighton Football. We help them out so that they have money on hand. If they have a kid that can't afford to play, they get scholarship.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
the thing is, back when I played youth sports, which was a long time ago, you had companies that sponsored teams, and it kind of deferred some of the cost for athletes or folks that when they wanted to play travel sports or were able to play travel sports or had the ability to do so. Some of that funding was helped out as far as uniform costs and travel costs and stuff like that. But nowadays, you just don't see a lot of that. So tell us a little about when you raise this money, how you determine or how folks can apply to get the money to do this.
we have a website. It's called varsityclubfoundation.org. People can go to the website, and they can look us up on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, and or just call us. I had a lady the other day just called me. She wanted money to put her son in fall baseball, and she said she was tired of fighting with her ex-husband about money, and we funded the kid and gave her a little gas money to get him back and forth to practice.
Well, and I guess the costs involved with, like Mike said, back many decades ago when we were participating in youth sports, the costs were relatively reasonable, and for a variety of reasons, as with everything else, the cost to participate now is so much higher. And to have a financial, barrier where your kid can't just have this basic experience because of money, no one wants to see that. And it's a great thing that you've put together this foundation to try and make sure that money isn't a barrier for kids to be able to participate in these sports.
Absolutely. As long as my brother and I had coached, we coached many kids that needed sports more than sports need them.
Right.
And those are the kids that you need to get on the field and keep them in a structured situation, as much as possible. And we like to say that we're raising money to help make kids' dreams come true. Because I'll tell you what, my first baseball game was a long time ago, and it was under the lights at Bennett Field in Howell. Yeah. And it was, and I remember it for the rest of my life.
Right, you never forget that stuff, man. It's and the camaraderie, and who knows, you may make friends for life in those teams that you participate on. So again, the event coming up August 12th and 13th. That's a Friday and Saturday. The deal with the Eagles Club, Howell Eagles, is from 6 to 11 p.m. Is there still openings for the golf?
The golf, we're full. We had 184 golfers. Last year we had 220 golfers, but due to COVID, we couldn't. I guess they quit making golf carts for a couple of years, and we can't find enough golf carts to run 220 guys around the golf course.
You need some walkers, Jeff.
Mike is volunteering.
Do they do that anymore?
Well, we're afraid. We're afraid that some of the guys, if we made them walk, we might have to give them mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
To that.
Probably good idea.
But it really is. It really is a great time. Golf. It's like a homecoming because it's 90%. Former Howell athletes or whatever that come out and play, and I got a lot of former football players from Brighton, and when I coached semi-pro football at the Flint Falcons that come out and play. So it's just great to see them, and my brother has some former wrestlers come out and play, and it's really a great homecoming type of event, and we're excited about it.
Well, and in doing that, like you say, you're seeing a lot of old friends that are like family and stuff like that. That's a great thing that sports brings people together, even years past being on those teams. So, folks that want to check out the website, Varsity Club Foundation, is it .org or .com? .org. Okay. So.
Yeah. Well, we have a saying when we all get together, the older we get, the better we work.
That's right. Glory days from Springsteen playing in the background.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
And your alternative phrase is work in progress.
There you go.
That's right, absolutely. And we hope to keep progressing every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
hey, it's better than the alternative.
Right.
So
You got that right.
All right, Jeff. Good luck with the event, and thanks for sharing the information with us. We'll be sure to keep it posted on our Facebook page and of course on the podcast. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, we appreciate it. Thanks for having us, and hopefully we'll see you guys out there.
Sounds good. Coach Jeff Minock, Varsity Club Foundation, next weekend, Saturday the 12th, or Friday the 12th, and Saturday the 13th.
Right.
The beer tent and everything at the Howell Eagles Club starting at 6 p.m. So good luck with the event, Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Take care. All right, yeah, Jeff Minock. We had him on the morning show years ago,
Yeah,
and a
great
lot
guy.
of fun and doing some good things for kids in the community. Nice to hear.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Hey, Firehouse Doors, of course, is the OG sponsor of Mike and John Got It Going On. They've been serving Livingston County residents for 24 years. Family-owned, they strive to treat each customer like family. They're also veteran-owned. Mike, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. Firehouse Doors is your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. For the past 21 years, Firehouse Doors has been Livingston County's only authorized distributor for CHI overhead doors. Call Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480. Firehouse Doors. All right.
Last night's trivia, TNT. According to a new study.
That's Thursday night trivia.
Okay. Maybe we should just
Maybe
call
they
it
thought, I don't know if they thought like an AC/DC song was coming on.
Thursday night trivia.
Yes.
Although, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to call it LNT. So every time it'll be like last night's trivia.
Last night's trivia.
Then
Okay. That's generic that way.
It
That's
really
not
is.
bad.
I don't
Right.
have to
Okay.
worry about what
Right.
day is it.
Yeah.
So Thursday night trivia. According to a new study, you can quickly, almost immediately, lower your stress level if you do this. Some really great answers and examples of how people have tried to reduce their stress. Pop bubble wrap, says Linda.
Of course.
Although you have to have bubble wrap on hand.
You're right. Or you can buy them in the big rolls. If you go to like UPS or whatever.
If you're going to like Sam's Club or something and buying that much bubble wrap,
You got
maybe a lot of stress.
Yeah. You might want to look at what's causing the stress.
That too might be the cost of bubble wrap. Go outside every day, says Mary Louise.
Sure.
Marijuana, so I've heard, says
Well,
Molly.
Oh, right, Molly.
Suzanne says, listen to Mike and John's podcast
Oh, yeah.
with a nice glass of wine
Well, yeah.
and take slow, deep breaths.
I'm sure the wine has more to do with the relaxation there than anything else.
Yeah.
But people usually do have to drink wine when they listen to us, so.
You know what? The more wine, the better we sound.
That's true.
And we look a lot
well,
better,
yeah,
too.
of course. That's a lot of wine.
This segment brought to you by Paul Masson.
That's right.
We'll sell no wine.
Maybe
before
Molly
it's
could
time.
stop by with some edibles.
Take a walk, drink, gardening,
Right.
take some deep breaths, yoga. Those kind of tie in.
Sure. Yeah. What about hot yoga?
Right on. Quit your job, says Mike. You know what? That can be a real big stress relief.
Right.
Yeah.
This is true.
Until
No one
both
wants to work
start.
somewhere where,
Yeah.
you get it.
Karen says, not give up.
Well,
Four-letter
don't leave
word.
us hanging, Karen.
4-letter word with
F,
an F and ending in K.
ampersand,
Don't give a
and
fink.
asterisk K. What does
Don't-
she mean?
Don't give a fink.
Oh yeah, don't worry about the things.
Pet a dog.
Yeah.
Michael says, sit on the throne for a spell while enjoying a good cigar.
What?
He's got a lot of stress. He's got a full pack of
That's also
cigarillos.
That's a lot of smells coming out of that place.
Yeah,
Dear
dude.
God, I don't know which one's worse. Well, I do, but
The answer is actually,
and I don't get this answer.
it's talk to yourself in the third person.
How does this
You know
de-stress
what?
you?
I think in a way, I was thinking about that, and I thought there's times when I say, oh, come on, Mike. What are you doing? Kind of like when I walk in here in the morning. Come on, Mike.
I'm thinking
What
it
are you
all the time.
doing?
Come on, Mike. What are you doing? So talk to yourself in the third person.
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess. You
other
know,
than that
that way you're
circumstance,
learning yourself a lesson,
Right,
or
but-
teaching yourself a lesson.
other than the circumstance you just laid out,
Yeah.
when do you really, unless you're a psycho, who talks to themselves in the third person? Like on a regular basis. Or even worse, talks about themselves in the third person. Well, John King thinks that John King should go do that. That's what John King
John
thinks.
King should rethink
Yeah,
that.
right.
Mike thinks that John
King thinks that Mike should shut up.
So talking to
See
yourself in the third
how, see how we're
person.
de-stressed.
Try it
So
out this
de-stressed.
weekend.
Yeah.
Let us know how it goes.
Well, that's good to know.
You know what? You know who would know more about this? Bonnie Runyan, the great Bonnie Runyan.
Okay.
I wonder if
Do
she,
you-
I'm going to bet before she answers that she talks to herself in the third person from time to time.
Right. Okay.
Good morning, Mike and John.
Good morning, Bonnie. So we were just talking about our trivia answer. I don't know, did you see the question from last night?
No, I didn't.
A new study found that you can lower your stress almost immediately by doing this. The answer was talk to yourself in the third person. So have you ever done that?
Probably 50% of my breathing time.
You've talked to yourself in the third person.
Yes.
So, like, give us an example
Yeah.
of something you might say to yourself in the third person.
You don't want to ask that, guys.
Oh, okay.
Why is that?
Well, because it's usually to the man upstairs.
I see.
okay. Oh, well, okay.
Hey, it's me, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Bonnie wants this. Bonnie needs that. Bonnie prays for this.
Doesn't
Bonnie is always totally blessed.
yeah.
See, she just talked
Now,
about
I
herself.
will tell you, there
Sure.
are times when Bonnie has said, I've been told you don't give us more than I can handle, but are you sure?
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
has
anyway.
has he answered?
So anyways,
Yeah.
how was John's birthday?
Yeah, how was your birthday?
It was fine.
Yeah.
I had a glorious day of pretty much doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I wanted.
Well, I understand.
Back
I
off.
also understand that you're totally missed. I do understand you probably enjoy being on a podcast for 45 minutes instead of 5 to 10.
Yeah.
But you guys are missed in person. Now, I know I can meet you in person out there.
Right.
I know you're going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
About 85. We're older now.
25. Who are we kidding?
Everybody seems to be passing us by.
And they're walking.
And you're going to, well, by the time you reach 80, you're going to say, where did all the years go? What have I been doing?
We need more comfortable chairs in this basement if we're here when we're 80.
Well, Bonnie, you should know all things change.
Yes, I
And
do.
you manage the change and you make the most of it.
Yeah, roll with the changes.
Yeah, you do.
Well, and you know what? Yes, do I miss you being live? Yes. Are we blessed that we can still connect with you and listen to you? Yes, yes, yes.
All right, so here's what we were thinking, Bonnie, now that you bring this up. We just need you to take your big Runyan truck and get a big Mike and Jon flag and drive around Livingston County flying our flag. What do you think?
I would be willing to do that.
Okay.
right, there we go.
All right.
All right.
You'll be our flag bearer.
Yeah. Really big flag.
Yeah.
I got 2 of the stickers. I got 2
Maybe-
of
maybe-
the
That-
podcast on
those-
the back of my tailgate.
Maybe
on my
let's
truck.
go, Mike and Jon.
I kind of like
I think
that.
we can find what
Let's
repurpose.
go,
Yeah.
Mike and
Let's
Jon.
go, Mike and Jon.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Because I really didn't like that
I
other
don't know.
thing.
Although
But
other
this-
people might have a flag that says "Please go, Mike and Jon," but that's all right.
Or that's a
Yeah.
lie. Whatever. All right, we'll put you in charge of that, Bonnie. I don't think the little stickers are going to do it. We need something big.
Yes, I can only harass people that follow me close.
Yeah, that's kind of stop every now and then. All right, there you go. All right, Bonnie. Well, listen. Have a great weekend. We appreciate you checking in this morning, and we'll catch up with you next time around next week.
You sure will. Be blessed, and thank you for being in my world.
All
All
right,
right.
Bonnie. Take care.
Uh-huh.
All
Bye-bye.
right. All right. So nobody got our trivia answer right, but apparently Bonnie is one that talks to herself in the third person.
Right.
So it's not that
But
uncommon.
to the big man upstairs. Which, that's I totally understand.
I get that, but when you're talking to yourself, you're actually calling yourself by name. And saying, come on, Mike.
But there's the difference of saying it out loud and in your head.
in your head, yeah.
So
Well, I do
No.
both
Okay.
sometimes.
Right.
And sometimes I don't answer myself.
Right.
2-cent history. Want to do that and then talk to
I don't know.
Rhonda? Because there's a deal going on. Let's talk
Oh,
about Miles
what's
for
the
Smiles
deal?
first. Miles for Smiles
Yes.
is coming up.
Tomorrow, Saturday,
August
6th,
6th. Yes.
Howell High School. It gets underway around 9, but registration starts around 7:30, I believe. And we're going to be the MCs for the event. We are looking forward to this. This is, of course, a fundraiser for Juliana's Wishes. It's just a really great organization. They will be having a fun and celebratory atmosphere. Music, hot dogs. There'll be yoga before the run. And the walk run, we should say. You can walk or run, 5K, 10K. And then there'll be post-race massage as well.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. They're going to hang around a bit longer than you thought.
Is it post MC massage?
Yeah.
I mean, we work.
Oh, yeah. They'll be like,
You ever get up and make those sounds and go, I've become my dad?
right, and they'll be like, yeah, here's your massage therapist, Bruno. And they'll be like flipping us out. Ah!
Bruno.
Yeah. Money raised from the event will benefit Juliana's Wishes, which has provided nearly 50 scholarships to graduating Howell High School seniors. They've also made donations to Survival Flight, Livingston County Youth Connection Services, and the Livingston County Animal Shelter, just to name a few. A great, great organization. And again, August 6th, Saturday, Howell High School, things get underway. We hope to see you out there right around 9 o'clock.
And I believe you can register right there on the spot and do it. Don't hold me to that, but I don't think they're going to turn you away.
No. No
right.
one will be turned away.
That's right.
Except maybe us.
Yeah, they just MC.
They may go, oh,
That's
it's
the
you?
purchase.
Oh, we didn't think you were really coming. Great.
All right, so last week we dropped off some of our summer splash shirts.
Yes, we did.
As like an extra bonus, kind of like when you were a kid and you'd get that kid's meal and a surprise. So over at Torch 180, that's what we did with some of our shirts for the Mike and John Double BS Nachos. And I'm
Right. And those went on the menu Tuesday.
Shirts are probably gone.
Yeah, they have to be
by
gone by
Tuesday
now, I'm
at
assuming.
1.
Right.
Good morning.
Hi, Rhonda. It's Mike and John. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you guys doing?
Good. We were just talking about the summer splash shirts. Are they all sold out?
So basically, I actually just looked. We did have a big celebration the first time somebody got one, and then the person that was with her was like, "Oh my gosh, I would have got nachos if I knew I was going to get a shirt."
See?
You gotta listen to the
So-
podcast to know.
I know you got to pay attention. So we have sold 5
Okay.
of your BBS nachos this week.
That's
So,
all?
but I-
What?
Well,
Well, here's the
they
thing.
just started
Here's the
Tuesday.
thing.
All right.
We started the same week that we're doing those. We also started a BLT with guacamole, and so panini, and so that has outsold everything.
How is that
So
fair?
I'm guessing people are trying that, and then I don't know. You have to yell at the kitchen for that.
All right.
All right.
Maybe we need to put guacamole in our BBS nachos.
Actually, can we just
They
double up on?
are.
Oh, they do come
Oh,
with
they
guac?
do, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
can-
I'm pretty sure they've got a lot of stuff in them.
Okay. All right.
We've got a chorizo, so yeah.
All right. Well, then
Every time.
that's it. We're issuing the challenge then. We can't
cannot.
can't have this.
No.
You
know what?
people need to get down to Torch 180 in Fowlerville.
Put the shirt on display and
Yeah.
say, if you order Mike and John's Double BS Nachos, you get this with it.
Yeah, that's true. It is an added bonus. Well, Maddie actually made a nice little sign yesterday, so
Oh, nice.
sometimes the transition to the new menu is a little rocky around here.
All right.
So,
Well, we understand. No, it's actually very cool. And
Yeah,
we're glad that either way, whatever they're buying, we're glad that they're buying things off the Torch 180 menu and supporting the great work that you do there. And of course, and while supplies last, of course, if you do get Mike and John's Double BS Nachos, you'll get a Summer Splash T-shirt. So.
All right.
yeah, that's right.
What else is going on at the Torch?
Well, we're getting ready for a glow run. So we are making some commercials this week, which has been kind of funny. Sometimes these guys, they just have such a hard time getting really excited, even or showing it.
Yeah.
So we've been practicing showing excitement.
That's it. I will have enforced enthusiasm here. No, we're just kidding. No, but
You can walk. You don't have to run. You can walk.
right.
Yeah.
And again, the Glow Run is coming up in October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's in October. That's probably our next big thing.
Now,
that's coming up.
did
It's
you-
sorted like Dine to Donates and stuff for the Torch?
Right.
But for Torch 180, that's our next big.
Now, did you look into the Glow Powder that I mentioned to you?
I can't find it anywhere.
Really? Okay. Because I remember.
Just
Yeah.
a thing of your
I found
imagination.
the powder, like the stuff we used last time, but I didn't see any that said glow.
Okay. Because I remember it was a Glow Run I did many years ago where they threw, like, as the runners and the walkers came through, they were like throwing glow powder on
Are
you.
you sure it just wasn't powder with lights
Maybe
behind
they're
it?
just throwing dirt at me, and I in my own mind, I'm like, that's not dirt, that's glow powder. They love me.
It very well could have been that. Yeah.
As I talk to myself they love John King. John King loves this.
Well, yeah, and it might have been. Yeah, I don't know, because I did look for it because it does. That sounds super cool. I mean, we're looking for everything we can find to to light things up and just make it feel like a super cool experience.
Yeah, and that's going to be a lot of fun, of course, and that's coming in October, and we'll talk more about that, of course,
Yes.
as we get closer. But the transformation at Torch 180 is if people have not been there in a little bit,
They might think it's a whole new building.
right? They're gonna. What happened to Torch 180? Well, it's been renovated. Look at this place; it's beautiful.
Inside and out.
Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. We actually have had every single day we have people coming in and they're like, "What are you doing here? I saw this," and I think when the new picnic tables went up, maybe that gave it a little more of a feel of like that you could eat here or that this was a place you could come and stay, and hang out for a bit. So ever since, I mean, when the building was first painted, I thought that increased traffic, but ever since then, when we got the new tables, which was just last week, our foot traffic is just increasing so much. So I'm really excited. The signs, I think there's a holdup with materials or something, but we'll be getting signs on the front, and that's actually going to say coffee shop, cafe.
Oh, cool.
So then instead of just the white building that used to be the library, it's going to say Torch 180, and people will know from outside that they can come on in and get some treats with us.
Very good.
Yeah, absolutely. And the benches out front, these are solid, brand new benches, whereas previously you might have gotten a splinter. So this is a big upgrade.
You were very likely.
Yeah, okay.
It was a bring your own pad kind of thing.
So I can see why people are like, oh, I actually am not afraid to sit on this. So that's all good. Yes, this is excellent.
All right, it's progress. It is. All right, we've got the hop route for today's drawing. Lunch for two at Torch 180. And you could win the lunch and order Mike and John's Double BS nachos and get a shirt too.
Oh, that's true.
Look at that. That's like
what?
double
that's
win.
True.
Isn't it?
And it's lunch for two. You could get two in there.
Yeah. While supplies last.
While supplies last.
Yes.
Although we could do a resupply for you.
We could do a restock.
If there's suddenly a big,
Yeah, if there's a big rush
surge. I'm sure,
I'll call you.
You probably want to go in early and open up the doors, Rod. There's probably people waiting right there right now.
lined up like
they're
a
lined up,
concert.
After they listen to this podcast, which we haven't posted yet. But anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Because they might have missed it last week.
Well,
so.
yeah.
Now everybody knows.
Well, now they're all good.
All right.
All right. Congratulations to Karen Swakowski. Karen Swakowski, you have won lunch for two from Torch 180. So congratulations.
All right,
Absolutely.
Karen.
Great. Hey, and so we were giving away an entry to the race. Remember we were...
Yes.
Oh, right.
We forgot the last couple weeks. I want to change something up a little bit. If you guys want to confirm, make sure it's okay if I make a change in the plane here.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Don't worry, we'll edit it if we need to.
Oh, yeah.
No, we won't. Okay. What are we doing?
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. So the first person to call the Torch 180 phone today at 517-245-9669 and say, Mike and John got it going on, I want to glow with you, will win a free entry into our 5K glow run or walk.
All right. First person to
So
do that.
All right.
Mike and John got it glowing on.
Got it glowing on.
Oh, see there.
Nice. All right.
And then it's 517-245-9669.
All right. So first person to call today, say, Mike and John got it glowing on.
I want to glow with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a lot.
That is.
That's a lot to say.
Entry.
Okay. Now, if they come close, I mean,
Missed it by two
I mean, I'm
words.
sorry.
Yeah.
If they're close, I'm sure you'll say good enough.
Considering that Victoria will answer the phone, I'm sure she'll accept anything.
Okay, well, that's
Okay.
good. That's
All
good.
right.
Well, that's why we love Victoria.
Exactly.
That's right.
So,
all right, Ryan.
all right.
Keep up the great work. And again, Karen, our big winner today. And call the Torch 180 and say, Mike and John got it glowing on. I want to glow with you. And you'll get free entry into the glow run. So it sounds like a lot of fun.
Cool. Thanks so much, guys.
All right.
Have a great weekend, Ryan.
Yep.
Thanks.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, time for our 2-cent history lesson. Today, August 5th, is National Underwear Day. We talked underwear earlier in the week.
Okay, good.
Very good.
Sure, I'm not going commando. You're relieved, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's Work Like a Dog Day.
My dog doesn't work that hard.
My dog lays around a
that
lot.
phrase doesn't really quite
Working
hold
like a dog.
true anymore.
Yeah, when you hear that,
Yeah.
You got to wonder where it came from.
That phrase is
working like a dog.
That's like a 19th century phrase when you had dogs on the farm and they were actually doing things.
Or they were huskies pulling sleds
or right,
something,
exactly.
you know,
Now my dog,
that.
here's an example. My dog, which you've seen on this podcast, this 9-pound Chihuahua. Sometimes when I come into the room and he's like laying on his little pillow, he sees me coming, he'll roll over. He'll just see me coming, roll over and be like, well, this belly isn't going to rub itself. And you're like, really? I'm just walking through.
How's about a
so I don't know that that's working too hard.
It's International Beer Day.
Right.
And National Oyster Day.
And you know what? Back to the beer.
Yes.
We asked on Thursday's
The
podcast
IPA
about Frank Sample.
Oh, yeah. Did Frank...
And whether he supported IPAs, we haven't heard.
Somebody tell Frank
to
check out the podcast, will you?
So
give us a sample.
Someone
Frank.
get a hold of Frank Sample and find out whether he supports IPAs.
He should change his name to Snapple.
Although somebody else pointed out, they said, he had so many signs up for the county commission race. They thought they jokingly said they thought they were just sample signs. Like, oh, your sign looks like this. Sample.
Your name here.
Your name here. But
maybe that's how.
Maybe that's how it.
Maybe
that's
his
the
real
trick.
last name is something like Slavats or something. I don't know.
Scandal. All right. Anyway,
1861 on this date, the U.S. government enacted the first income tax. All incomes over $800 were taxed 3%. Think people were complaining?
When have people not complained about taxes? And I don't just mean in the United States. I mean in all of history.
Yes.
When have people not complained about taxes?
The first electric traffic light was installed in 1914 on this date, the city of Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes. Cleveland.
They had to slow those Clevelanders down.
They rock. That's what they say.
1962, actress Marilyn Monroe was found dead in her Los Angeles home, 36 years old.
Wow. You said that very news-like. Like you were reading it off a bulletin. This just in.
Her death was ruled a probable suicide from an overdose of sleeping pills.
That were force-fed to her by Bobby Kennedy. What? Who started that rumor?
Not I, said I.
Is that third person?
That's first person.
Yeah,
right?
I guess it is.
I don't know. DNA testing in 2007 on about a dozen people who'd claimed late soul star James Brown was their father revealed that at least 2 of them were telling the truth. James Brown.
I feel like I'm on the set of Maury.
He felt good.
Yes, he did.
James Brown had it going on.
Yeah, he did. Sure. Papa's got a brand new bag.
Bag of what?
Yes, well. Sorry.
All right.
Let's have a little James Brown moment there.
Is that what that was? And it was on this day in 2010. 33 workers were trapped in a copper mine near Chile. After a tunnel caved in. Remember when that happened?
I do.
They were rescued after being entombed for 69 days. Can you imagine?
Could you imagine being trapped in some subterranean space with your coworker?
For 69 days?
69 days.
Or over 100 episodes?
Or even just 45 minutes a day.
I can't imagine
that.
How tough would that be?
Oh my God, get me out of here.
And then you have to wonder, is he going to talk to himself in the third person? Is he wearing underwear?
Right. These are the things I don't know.
Hey, you got anything to eat? Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Don't hold out on the Werther's, Pops.
Yeah.
All right, that's 2 cent history. There's originals, no fake.
No,
Werther's.
none of the fake Werther's.
Not Werther's.
Actually, I saw sugar-free Werther's. I'm like, what is this?
I got cut back in case you're eating a ton of those.
I guess
it's a lot of sugar. That's your 2 cent history lesson for
Indeed. Murphy's Family Auto, by the way, a supporter here of Mike and John Got It Going On. They are open Saturdays 8 to 1, and if you tell them Mike and John sent you, you'll save 5% off your bill. Murphy's Family Auto, your car knows. Murphy'sFamilyAuto.com. Give them a call, 517-552-3040.
Or stop in.
Or
just say, hey, Mike and John sent me.
Right. I mean, I don't think they can.
Nothing wrong with my car, but Mike and John sent me.
Just wanted to stop by and say hi. We may get a call from Glenn or
all these people stopping by and saying hi.
Could you tell your people to get out of here if they're, they're just hanging around the shop saying hi? That's great, but we got work. We got work to do here.
All right.
So all right,
you can say hi. Just wave.
All right. All right, we're looking forward to everybody Saturday for Miles for Smiles out at Hall High School. And things get underway at 9 o'clock. And then, of course, don't forget, right after that, at noon,
The baseball game.
the 10th annual Howell, not annual, the 10th, because it's not every year, but the 10th Howell alumni baseball game is going on, also at Howell High School. And
better.
I got my script. I'm ready to...
What do you
I'm gonna.
Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna Vin Scully it up. Of course, Vin Scully, the great broadcaster, passed away this week, and
You want to give us a little sample?
I did
Are you
before.
allowed to,
yeah, I think we can.
Are you allowed to?
Actually, before we weren't sure whether the teams had been revealed yet.
Now, when they do this, do they pick teams like, okay, you're the captain, I'm the captain, we pick teams that way?
Yeah, there is a selection process, and you wonder
Alright,
like
I guess I
who
got John.
who was the last one?
Yeah.
Brent Earl. I don't want Brent. You take Brent. I don't want Brent.
I don't know. I think Brent, didn't he play shortstop? I don't know. Left field?
Let's look here.
Who's in right field? That'll pretty much tell you who the
Okay.
last one picked was. He can't run. Play right field.
Well, that's not very nice.
That's usually where you stuck, guys. And that is a left-handed hitter. That was a bonus for me.
Right. Well, this year, by the way, interestingly enough, I believe that Brent, yes, he was a shortstop.
Shortstop.
83, 84, 85. He is going to be playing on the same team as his son, Lincoln, who played for the Highlanders in 2019
Kind of
and
like Ken
2020.
Griffey and Ken Griffey
Yeah,
Jr. Only here in Howell.
If there's no other reason to come, it's to come and see the father-son duo.
The Earls.
And watch the younger Earl
Smoke
Dad. Just smoke him. Just give him grief.
Take that. Long
Hey,
time Howell
Pops.
guy.
Lap him on the bases.
There you go.
Yeah, so
Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, gold team and the green team, and so it's gonna be a lot of fun. And that's noon at Howell High School. So looking forward to that. Hope people can come on out and enjoy that and support everything they do. So
John will be doing the emceeing or the announcing of the teams and singing the national anthem.
yes, I will.
So
Maybe
not singing.
Well,
the
sure,
national
of course I will. I'll have a fine moment, like Roseanne.
anthem. Let's not go.
No, I won't do
bad.
that. I'm not going to do that.
Maybe they can just play a record.
If they're going to play a record, it's this one, I think.
This one?
Yeah.
I think we should sneak that in.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.
All right. Post show.
All right. I've been thinking about Melon Fest, actually.
And what have you been thinking about, Melon Fest, Mike Marino? I, too, John King, have been thinking about Melon Fest.
I said to myself, Mike,
Yeah.
Mike, when do you think was the best Melon Fest? Or when was there the best melons?
Okay.
What year
Right.
had the best melons? Because there was some of those years where it was a really soggy spring, kind of a crappy summer, and
Right,
you
some
get
growing
to-
seasons are better than others, right?
So you got to wonder, when was the best melon
When
year?
were the best melons?
Yeah.
I think it's all a matter of perspective.
And when
You're
was-
going to have people from the 60s who are going to say, oh, no, those melons were,
Yeah.
those were the best.
Those were sexy melons.
Yeah. Then you have the 70s, the 70s melons.
Those were disco
know.
melons.
Right. If your disco melon
Yeah.
era. Then you have your 80s melons.
Those were kind of
know.
new wave.
Right. With those big shoulders. And
Shoulder padded.
shoulder padded melons.
melons.
Those were different. But,
Sure.
people are going to say, oh, those are the melons.
Well, they
for
had
me.
John Mellencamp
Yeah.
in the 80s.
Wow, Mike Marino. John King thinks that was a pretty bad joke.
Is that what John
Yeah, John King
I
does.
wasn't really
Yeah.
joking.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember we were thinking.
No, I know you weren't.
I said to myself, Mike Marino, we should get John Mellencamp to come and sing at Melonfest.
You know what?
But he didn't want to.
Why haven't they done that?
I don't know why they haven't done
Why
that.
haven't they done that?
I said to myself, Mike, why haven't they
Why
done that?
haven't they done that?
I feel a lot of stress relief
Yeah.
right now.
And then there was the 2000 melons.
Yeah.
That's when we started to show up on the scene. Those melons were
Those
the
probably
best.
weren't the good years.
Oh.
That's probably what people are saying. Nah, they're here.
These melons are soft. These melons have a soft spot. That's right on the top of their head.
That's right.
So, okay.
But we emceed a lot of the melon runs.
Yes.
Melon Run and the kids
Right.
Melon Roll and stuff.
This is
like
gonna be the
that,
first
so.
year in a long time we haven't emceed.
They didn't run us back. I think it was because of you, but
because of me.
yeah, I don't know. But
Well,
I said,
you know,
that's
John,
what I tell my
John King doesn't
Is
think
that what
that.
John-
I don't think John King thinks that's right. I don't think. Yeah.
We want answers.
I think it was because of Mike Marino.
It might have been. I don't know. Maybe I messed up on when they hit the mascot.
With the
run.
mascot run.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Little Caesar.
You had the
You had the Tooth from Dr. Daniels.
yeah, and some 1 year Sparty was there. Remember
Sparty,
that?
right? We had that picture.
But there was the toilet paper. So remember, don't throw your wipes in the
Right, that was from the Drain Commissioner's
yeah,
office.
drain commission.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's going to be back.
which is like, okay, your mascot is a poop container.
Yep.
Hey, at least we're not poop container mascots.
That's a good thing to go out.
We've got
I
that
like
going
that.
for
Yes,
us.
we do. We're not
Mike and John.
poop container mascots.
Well, John King thinks this has been a pretty good show, and Johnny
That's
King
what-
thinks it's time we wrap it up.
That's what John King thinks.
John King thinks Mike Marino should push that button and end all this now.